Welcome. In front of me are the AirPods third generation, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick sound test of them. So anyway, let's get straight to it. There's not much actual information on the box. I don't see any kind of like sound ratings or anything like that, as you would expect from any kind of normal headphones or earbuds that you actually buy. But it's Apple, so I guess I'm already expecting too much. So anyway, just rip this off. I do really like the packaging that they have with this kind of like little things that you can pull off easily. You don't have to like grab a knife and just have to deal with that pain. Just rip those off and get straight to the box. Now here we get, well, nothing. Designed by Apple in California, and no info where it was produced, but obviously we know where it was made. In China, right? Where is it? Oh, come on, they hiding it now? I mean, it's Apple, so obviously it was China. So, and here, got some decently thick plastic for this. Like, no joke, this is like 3 times thicker than what I'm used to having on like earbuds. Obviously there they are. And underneath we got, do we have anything? Oh yeah, we have a cable. Oh, it's taped in here. Okay. I mean, it's obviously a cable, so I'm just gonna keep it in here. Pop it back in. There we go. Perfect. So let's get to those. Obviously, I have no clue if they actually will connect to an Android, so that's something that I will find out. They should, in theory. Oh, there we go. Pair. Okay. So pairing and fairly easily. Casing of it, I think it's basically as you would probably be used to. Though the previous AirPods, the normal one, not the Pro, had a longer one. Well, this is more like the AirPods Pro, I believe. But still, it's a fairly minimal case if I can compare it to like the Galaxy Buds, as you can see that I have for daily drivers, and the casing obviously is significantly smaller. So there we go. I'm actually curious about wireless charging. I'm gonna slap it on here, see if it has any. Come on. See, it should be somewhere like around here. I'm trying to figure out where it charges. I do have a wireless charger literally under the desk, but I can't find the point. Oh, there we go. So if I can actually zoom out the camera. You can see these are right now charging. If I can actually get this like perfectly. They're not charging anymore. Great. Anyway, I can just show it with my phone, to be honest. So here, if I lock it, slap it on here, and it's charging. So anyway, let's look for that on here. It was somewhere around here. No charging. Okay, so I assume they don't have any kind of wireless charging. Well, that's a bummer. So anyway, I'm gonna now open up my music app. Let's see. Let's go to Spotify maybe. So I'll mention right off the bat, these have the design of like the AirPods Pro. Actually zoom it in now. So they're closer to like the AirPods Pro with the downside of them not actually having any kind of rubber seal on here. So size still resembles a hair dryer, still has no rubber seal, making them kind of garbage in my opinion. These buds don't stay in my ear, that's why I consider them garbage. To me they're basically useless, or as close to useless as they can get. So this is only gonna be a sound test. If these any kind of previous ones did not stay in your ear, the ones that don't have any rubber sealing, these probably won't either. So let's pop them in. Okay, so just listening to them for like whatever 10 seconds, 20 that I've been doing this, I have to say, in terms of sound wise, they are okay. They don't sound super great. Like I said, they don't have any kind of passive sealing, so the sound kind of runs around in my ears. They don't really go well, so if I push them in just by like holding them in place, they will sound way better. Have a decent amount of bass. Clarity is still there. It's an okay pair, but as an example, if I would compare something that I was daily driving before, like the Soundpeats, which will be cheaper than this, they won't have the visual appeal of Apple, but they will have the benefit of having dual dynamic drivers in each bud and having a sound greater than probably any of the top brands that I can find. So Samsung, Apple, get in line. Soundpeats is there to basically demolish the sound quality in any case. Obviously the ones that I'm talking about, they were also bass heavy, but that is because they did have dual dynamic drivers, but the sound clarity there was so good. It was like on the next level. Now I haven't tested like the top brands, for instance, like the Sony MXs and the newly released ones, like the new revision version, or any kind of the Bose ones. The only Bose that I can compare it is to, for instance, like the Quiet Comfort 25 Generation 2 or something like that, I think. So the wireless ones that came out like half a decade ago, basically. But yeah, in terms of comparing this to something like I said, Soundpeats, which exactly I was talking about, the ones that I had were Soundpeats True Engine 3 SEs. And obviously they were sounding way better than this. They also have passive noise cancelling, which is the one where you have the rubber seals and you just kind of push it in the ear. And the benefit, they're also coming with comply foams as an ear tips, so you can use those as well, having even better seal in your ear. These obviously don't have any of that. There is no rubber on them, making them questionable for people like me. They don't stay in my ear, they don't seal up very well, and the sound isn't delivered to my ear the way that it might be for someone else, where the buds just sit better in them. But other than that, if I like push it in there and just keep it in position that I assume they should be in, they sound really good, better than I expected. But yeah, obviously they will be more expensive than what I just talked about, that has less problems for me, and they don't sound as good as other options in my opinion. So obviously it's still Apple, so people will most likely buy it just for the flex, but I prefer to have something that just sounds outstanding and also fits comfortably in my ear and won't fall out. These are not it. They never wear. The wired ones also fall out. The only ones that didn't were the Pros with the rubber seal. Even though it was really small, minimalistic, they still actually stayed in my ear. These do not. So that's massive negative from me, which kind of excludes them from using it, for me at least. But anyway, that's basically the unboxing along with a quick overview. Obviously in the box we only had a cable underneath here, and that's basically all we get. Well, and the buds obviously. So anyway, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.